Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent bringing you episode 2 of Let's Play Might and Magic X Legacy. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm excited. So we made our party. I was kind of thinking off camera. I was like, I hope I made an okay party because a few things. I don't think I included a lot of light magic for healing. And I also don't think I gave my paladin much of a boost in his magic. Which, if he's going to be the main healer, let's see, he's got celestial armor. How do I check? Okay, open inventory. Rest. To fully restore the whole party's health and mana, you must rest for 8 hours and consume 1 unit of supplies. You can only rest we are safe from enemy attacks. We have 200 gold, 6 supplies. Character sheet. Open world map, open menu. Minor health potion. I guess we have 5 of them. Restore 100 health, restore 50 mana. See? There we go. Ooh, very nice character sheet indeed. He's got a Shantiri Gladius. 12 to 16 damage, 50% crit damage. Okay, nothing else. Yeah, his magic is only a 6. We did give him a boost from 5. He has a lot of vitality, not much spirit. He's also got unidentified relic headgear and a tribal spear, which he can't use. Is this a... Wow, there's a lot of cool RPG stuff to this. Is this a universal inventory? It is. Okay. She's got a 2-handed mace. Ooh, nice comparison here. Definitely want to roll with the 2-handed mace, although this does give... We lose minus 23 to 15 damage. Yeah, but it gives 20% crit damage. But we'll stick with what we've got in the unidentified relic headgear. So she's got the tribal maul, 2-handed mace, 33 to 37, 30% crit damage. He has that. Finny has the tribal axe, 14 to 18. And the makeshift crossbow, 15 to 19, 60% crit damage. And no weapon for Anfel. Alright, so let's look around a bit. We've got this fella. Can I talk to him by clicking? Yes. Welcome aboard the Seahawk. How can I help you? Gossip from knight to privateer. Duchess Irina has many contacts in the Lotus Empire. They even consider her one of their own. Since her rise to power, the Wolf Duchy has opened many trade routes with the Nagas in the free cities of the Far East, like Hammerfall. Maritime commerce is flourishing under her rule, but as one would expect, so is piracy. The free city of Foster's Reach, in particular, has become a pirate haven. The Duchess had to strengthen her navy to protect the merchant ships, and as a result, many a knight embraced the life of a privateer. Okay, and this would be exit. Oops. Okay, so let's take our first steps in here.
Ah, new faces. Very good. I suppose you arrived with the morning tide, with that boat from the east. Welcome to Sorpigal-By-The-Sea. You're raiders, are you not? Adventurers?
Sorpigal the what? Sorpigal is the kind of boring and sunny place where heroes go to spend their old days when they become tired of the endless warring and adventuring. Me, I used to be a raider just like you. By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Dunstan. We need to go to Carthal.
Oh, I guess the news of the current situation hasn't reached the rest of the world yet. Nobody is going in or out of Carthal, my friends. I know from a well-informed source that rebels have taken over the city. They have sealed its gates and closed the harbor while they establish a new government.
Quest looking for work. Looking to earn some...
Erlan is not far from here. Too bad we don't have time for a trip there.
Looking to earn some gold to make a name for yourselves, eh? You should go to the town garrison and ask for Captain Maximus. I heard he was looking for some muscle to hire, but I keep forgetting you're new here. Do you want me to show you around? Yes. Alright, I'll walk with...
don't like new faces.
I'll walk with you for a little while. When we come near an interesting place, I'll tell you what you need to know about it. Let's go. Okay. I guess come down this way. Okay, just basically looking around.
Don't like small houses.
Who goes there? Identify yourselves. Raiders, eh? We're currently investigating the disappearance of several citizens. Nobody leaves the town until we find out what happened to them. If you have complaints, take them to Commander Maximus at the garrison. Okay. Okay, that building is a nothing. Here we are, the town garrison barracks. Maximus should be somewhere in there. I'm not going inside in any case. I don't exactly abide by the law, you see. Okay, so we're not going to go in there just yet. Very cool city thus far. Caldwell is the town's weaponsmith. Pay him a visit if you need to buy a new blade or repair an old one. He's a former soldier in the Unicorn armies, so he probably has some things to teach you as well. Okay. The Goblin Watchtower is Sorpigal's Inn. If you're tired of sleeping on the ground or under a tent and want to enjoy the comfort of a real bed for once, this is the place for you. Their cook also makes a great fish stew, or at least I hope that's fish. Can I talk to you? I can. Alos. Need something? Gossip's the end of the Holy Hire a scout. I think we're living in the last days of the Holy Empire, at least as we know it. Think about it. Elrath managed to make the whole of Ashan believe he was the most powerful dragon for 5 centuries. Even Melassa must have been jealous of his pulling such a bluff. But now that that fear is gone, can the Empire endure? The colonies are already cutting themselves off, and the Empress cannot do anything about it. And what prevents the elves, nagas, or wizards from nibbling pieces of the fallen giant too, eh? Hire scout. The warrior is only as strong as his enemy's weaknesses. For a small cut, 202% of the gold we find, I can furnish you with that knowledge. Keep you one step ahead of your foes. Interesting. We may be able to find a healer that way. Is this something I can interact with? No. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Enjoying the sights. This is probably the best looking graphically and detailed blobber I've played. That's the training center for the town garrison, but they also train civilians for a price. They won't be able to teach you everything, but it's the perfect place to start improving your skills. Okay. This is a nothing burger. Ooh. 8 gold, 8 gold, 7 gold. Nice. Already found 23 gold. Yeah, this is definitely the most, Talk to Zale. I am Zale, Harbor Master of Sorpigal, and the closest you'll find to a mayor around here. Can I help you with anything? Awesome. Yes, not much happens here, but that's how we like it. Nobody really knows when the town was built or by whom. A wizard once told me the name Sorpigal is very ancient, maybe even older than the Shantiris. That guy at the Goblin Watchtower Inn, Jasad, also told me he had visited other Sorpigals before. Not sure what he meant by that. Ah, so you arrived with the Seahawk. A fine ship she is. I've known her captain, Sir Christian, for a long time. Do you know he was planning to become an alchemist? The second eclipse forced him to enlist in the army instead. I guess the Maiden of Fate had other plans for him. Smuggler's Cove. A few centuries ago, Sorpigal
We're here to help.
was a smuggler haven. Compared to the heavily fortified port of Carthal, Sorpigal was a much less risky entry point to the peninsula. As it turns out, one of my ancestors was a smuggler himself. I recently found his old diary. Apparently, there used to be a secret cove under the town. That's how they were smuggling goods in and out of Sorpigal. My ancestor claims he hid his nest egg in that cove, in an enchanted coffer of which I found the key. Find the coffer and we'll split the gold. Sounds good. Nice. And a nice little quest journal. Oh, we can open barrels. There's a barrel with a pulsing green liquid. Who wants to drink? Nobody. But we can come back and interact with it again, which is interesting. Okay, that's the training. What's back here? Oh, I'm gonna love this, man. Was that a chest? No. How do I know which barrels we can really interact with, though? Horsies. Pulsing red liquid. Enter the horse haven. Well, we might as well. Are you looking for a coach ride? That's the Windsword coach to Carthal, coach to Sea Haven. Let's check the gossip. Yes, I used to be a Windsword, a soldier of Elath, a mercenary. I served under Captain Vane and took part in the battles against Nergal the Necromancer and some other foes I can't quite remember. Well, that's odd. Anyway, after an arduous campaign, I decided I had seen enough of the mercenary life and left to start my own business in a sunnier part of the world. If you want to learn more about the Windswords, you should visit their commandery in Sea Haven. I heard my old training officer Miranda is stationed there. Okay. We don't want a coach. Alright. Pulsing red liquid. I guess. We should at least try it. What's the quick save button, I wonder? F5? Yep. Alright, let's have you drink it. Gain 1 resistance against fire magic. Nice. Okay, we'll take that. These are the city gates. Beyond lies the Arcane Peninsula, but I don't believe you're ready for that trip yet. Why don't you spend some time in Sorpigal first to hone your skills? We're currently investigating the disappearance of several citizens. Nobody leaves the town until we find what happened to them. If you have complaints, take them to Commander Maximus at the garrison. Okay. If magic is your thing, don't forget to visit the Arcane Library. You won't find the rare books and grimoires you could find in the academies of the 7 cities or even in Carthal, but they probably have a couple of nice spells for rookies like you. No offense. Can we interact with anything? Yes. The reforms. I'm completely behind Empress Gwendolyn. She made some mistakes, of course, and some of her reforms failed, but at least she's trying to improve things in the Empire. Her charter of the Griffin is aiming to separate the church from the state is not a betrayal, but a necessity, especially after Uriel's deception. I mean, the days where we blindly trusted the angels in their church are gone for good. Gossip missing persons. Sorpigal is usually quiet, but these last few weeks it has grown maybe too quiet. Some inhabitants seem to have vanished into thin air, and there's that stench coming up from the old town well. I see. Well, that's some good gossip, actually. Can't go back there. Yeah, let's head in here. Welcome, travelers, to my humble depository of arcane knowledge. Please have a look at my collection of ancient librams and grimoires. Training, arcane, discipline, Gothic, great libraries. I'm proud of my collection of rare books and limited editions, but there's no denying it pales in comparison to the endless shelves of the libraries of the great magic academies in the 7 cities. And to think that, if the rumors are to be believed, the mythical Library of the Faceless was once located in the mountains just north of here. Learn spells. What? Guild membership? There's no need for that here. If you want to study our books, all you have to do is pay the appropriate fee. Restoring these old tomes is a costly business, I'm afraid. Okay, these are all out of our price range, and there's a lot of them. Okay, good to know. Ooh, chest. Gold. Wow, a lot of gold. Plus 88 gold. We now have enough to maybe buy one of those spells. Did we come? Can't go in there. Guess we can talk to Whistling Estevo. Can I help you? Gossip the Wizard. A few months ago, a wizard named Ibrahim arrived and moved into a house in the northwestern corner of town. He seemed a nice enough fellow, but nobody has seen or heard him in weeks. The house itself seems abandoned. I wonder what happened to him. What do you know about the reforms? Empress Gwendolyn should abdicate and let more seasoned regents rule before it's too late. The Duke of Unicorn is right. Her childish reforms are tearing the Empire apart. It's already starting here in the peninsula. As soon as her charter of the Griffin became edict, the gates of Carthol were closed to travelers. Nobody knows what's going on inside the city, but I heard a group of rebels actually took control of the palace and plan to have Carthol secede from the Empire. See? And it's only the beginning. Okay, Wizard Tower, or Wizard, house in the northwestern corner, which would be this way. Barrel. Pulsing white liquid. Let's give that to you. Resistance against air magic. Oh no, I take this back as the best looking blobber. I have to say that would be... He's restored. Bard's Tale 4. Director's Cut. I forgot all about that one. Enter house. This would be the wizard's house, I think.
There are enemies ahead.
Okay. Whose turn is it? Garani? Attack. You perform an attack against selected enemies and the equipment in your hands. How much mana does she have? 44. I can hit it with a ranged attack. Oh, we're in close combat. Firebolt. Hurls a bolt of fire, dealing 30 to 42. That works. You... Sundering. The armor of each enemy within range of 3 is sundered. Armor value decreased by 10. Entangle. You deal 20 to 33 earth damage to a target within a range of 3. The target can't move for 1 turn. Or I can right click and look around. Or Ice Bolt. Hurls a bolt of ice on target enemy within a range of 4, dealing 20 to 33 water damage and decreasing its strikes by 1. How much mana do you have? 82. I didn't throw an Ice Bolt. And you... Shatter. You perform a melee attack on target. Its armor value is decreased by 12. You perform a melee attack on target enemy. The targets must attack you for 1 turn. 5 mana, and you have 27. Yeah, go ahead and use it. Ooh, missed. Okay, attack. Missed. Perform your melee attack. Missed. Hurl another Ice Bolt. And, challenge again. Missed. Attack. How do you just pass a turn? Defend. Prepare yourself for enemy attacks by increasing your evade value by 50% and block value by 25% until the beginning of your next turn.
Heart of the Harmony, too.
Dropped a medium mana potion and an antidote. Do we have to pick anything up? No. Interesting, our first battle. What I want to do is quick save. And, oh, check the bestiary. Guess that'd be under journal. Lore, the Raider's Code. Alright, let's go ahead and read this. The Raider's Code. Owen the Raider. If Raider you wish to become or Raider you are, then this book of code is paramount for working the trade without sin. The first rule, life is more precious than gold. No man or woman shall be left behind while breath remains within them. Whether gold or jewel, relic or spell, the value of a life is greater. The second rule, the price of life is life. If ever another raider breaks the first rule and you make it out alive to tell, then you are required to kill the scoundrel and make it clear that the only price for life is life. The third rule, a share is a share. Shares are equally divided between any raider who survives and risks life on the expedition, whether treasure was found in light or in shadow, with fight or none. The fourth rule, maps and clues are paid for. Maps, clues, and any information offered to the group are bought and paid for with gold before the expedition. Only those who go below the ground merit a share. The fifth rule, pick first and pick well. Once a group has been formed, nothing shall break it until all return safe to a town. Once the pack is made and the expedition started, there's no turning back no matter what the cause. And we have 2 slots for people here, which are like, oh, he's a scout. This hireling reduces the distance before which enemies become aware of you by 1. He shares his basic knowledge of the Arcane dwellers with you and improves your recon radius on the minimap by 1. The 6th rule, group before your dragon. Worship your dragon on your own time and pray to whichever you want, but when the raid has begun, the group is your only religion. Protect your brothers and sisters and thank your dragon after it's done. The 7th rule, it's not stealing if the owner's dead. Raiders recover treasures from the dead and buried, not the living. We recover those things forgotten and bring them back to those who might use them for new purposes. The 8th rule, treasure is treasure. No matter what the nature and power of the treasure you might find, it is not for the raider to judge whether it is good or evil, nor a tool for right or wrong doing. Treasure is treasure. Relics do not kill, people do. The 9th rule, never divide until it's safe. Never divvy up the loot until safely back in town. Sell it all and count in gold. If you want something back, buy it back from the merchant who barters all the fare. Whether spell or relic, map or tome, staff or sword, sell it all and divide the shares. The 10th rule, rules are written to be bent. If ever a rule gets in the way of common sense and the group can come to a mutual agreement where everyone agrees, then the new rule prevails. Poems? Other books? Arcane, all books, nice, very cool. And the bestiary, giant spider. You defeated this kind of monster 1 time. The full stats are visible if you defeat 6 or more of these enemies. They do different animations and stuff. Huh. Poison spit. Suffers the poison condition, giant spider. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and quick save again. And enter this abandoned house, I guess. Well, no, let's keep looking around. I know that's an adventure and stuff, but I want to keep looking around. Oh, we already drank from the fountain. Check that abandoned house out in time. The local chapter of Elrith, the Dragon of Light. Not my favorite dragon, but at least Sister Lysandra and her fellow Vestals can bring you back from the brink of death. They'll ask for a donation, of course. Okay. It's the blacksmith. Let's head down this way. Space, take book. Party collected sea shanties and harbor songs. Wow, it's actual sea shanties. Collected by Sir Christian. Alright, let's check these. Well, we'll check these out later. Just gotta remember that I have the book. We didn't go this way. Nothing burger? Oh, enter Eileen's house. Nothing burger. You don't meet many dwarves so far south. Apparently the Longbeards used to have an outpost in the mountains just north of here, so some of them still live in the peninsula. I'm not sure it's Thurman's story, though. In any case, he's a pretty good armorer, and you'd better have a look at his work before you hit the road. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to do that. Looks like some more goodies down here. Nothing, but we have a book. History of Carthal. Very cool. And that takes us back to where we've been. Thurman's house. Here's a chest. Wow, nice chunk of gold there. We should go hit the armorer. Wait, have we been back here? Oh, okay. Let's see what he's got for sale. Fine dwarven armorer. Well, hello. Welcome to me humble workshop. You looking for armor or shield? Heavy armor expert, gossip local dwarves. Ugh, I can't tell you how much it pleases me to meet members of my kin here in Sorpigal. There are not many dwarves in the Aegean Peninsula. The ones you'll meet in Seahaven or Carthal probably used to live in the southern outpost of Sudgerd before it was abandoned a couple of centuries ago. Me? I'm a stronghammer, born and raised in Grimheim. I've been crafting armor since I was a wee boy. Dwarf clans? I admire you, Finny. You winter winds are not afraid to leave your home and go on those perilous journeys far from the mountains. Some dwarfs would say you've become tainted by the outside world. Bah! An adventurous soul such as ours can only burn with a blazing fire. If that's not a dwarf soul, I don't know what is. Okay, let's do some trading. We have 357, very nice and easy to understand inventory UI here. Ornamental bracelet, gloves. Oh, can we get this helmet identified? How do we identify? Maybe at the library. Buckler, bronze armor. You can use this stuff. Leather gauntlets, 1 armor value. I mean, there's some that's in our wheelhouse price-wise, but we're not going to get out of here with a whole lot of gear at the moment. I guess what we can do... How bad is minus 12 attack value, though? Let's go ahead and buy a buckler. Equip that. We have 213 left. How about an iron helmet for you? 1 armor value. And, how about leather gauntlets? Let's save that final 110. Get a couple pieces. Alright, so money is going to be tough to come by early on, as I said in the last episode. The fact we're playing on warrior difficulty, I believe it is. Where was that bubbling red liquid? Down here. No, pulsing yellow liquid. Let's give that to you. Resistance to
Yes.
go. That wasn't what I was thinking of, though, was it? Maybe I missed that the first time around. But there was a bubbling red liquid that I found. It must have been down here. Yeah. Oh, it was a bubbling green liquid. Okay, we'll give that to you. Earth magic.
Yes!
And, oh, we only have 5 potions and 1 mana potion. They're pretty expensive. Can't interact with anything here. I guess... Have we explored most of the town? What was up here again? We didn't go that way. This was Eileen's house. Let's see how long we've been playing. Let's do a quick save. Pause and only 30 minutes. Okay, cool. So let's come up this way. Check out this person. Isaac. You adventure types are so serious. You need to have fun once in a while. Here, let me tell you a joke. You know why the grizzly never wears any shoes? Because he prefers to go barefoot. Oh dear. Thank you for that, Isaac. That was lovely. Johara came from the 7 cities a few years ago. Apparently, she was once a member of House Materia, but was kicked out for some reason. If you're looking for a protective charm or a talisman of any sort, she's the one you ought to see. Just don't forget to negotiate the price. Hers is here then, right? Alright, let's keep going up. Some more bubbling liquid. Oh, my mistake. My mistake. Missed. Go ahead and entangle. Oh, cool. It's actually entangled. Attack. Attack. Oh, dear. We've got a poison. And he's looking the part. Okay, we found an antidote. You need an antidote, my friend. Can we put that down here? There we go. Medium amount of potion. Oh, we have 6 minor manas and 6 minor health. What is this up here? Blessing of Arcane, Act 1. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to rest soon. But at least we're getting experience and possibly getting... Well, not possibly, but we're definitely going to be leveling up at some point. Maybe not soon, but we're working towards it by killing them. Should we take a chance again? Pulsing blue liquid. We'll give that to you. Against water magic. Enter Orlean's house. I forget who Orlean was. Bunch of gold. Plus 141. I guess it wouldn't hurt to go see Orlean. Let's quick save. Hop on in. I'm going to light a smoke here. Oh, hello there. Can I help you? Let's go with Gossip of Carthal. Carthal has been an imperial colony since the days of Brian Falcon. Some say it was a gift from the angels to celebrate Brian's conversion to Elrath. Brian Falcon. But during the last centuries, Carthal's culture has grown very distinct from the imperial way of life and has been increasingly subjected to the influence of the 7 cities. I'm not really surprised why they want their independence. Out of sight, out of mind, as I always say. What do you know about the imperial reforms? Separating the church from the state? Great, I'm all for it. Currently, the Imperial throne is far too much at the mercy of whims of the angels and their priests. I'll share with you a little-known fact. The Church of Elrath manages the Imperial treasure and taxes. It means that, so far, it was impossible for the Emperor to spend a single gold coin without the consent of his angelic ministers. As my father always said, never put your faith and your gold under the same roof. What do you know about a quest. Flowers for fallen heroes. My brother Severin was a soldier, and he died a decade ago defending Castle Port Marion against the demons. Duke Anton of Griffin, who liberated Port Marion at the end of the Second Eclipse, had a shrine erected in remembrance of all the soldiers who gave their life for the peninsula and the Holy Empire. Since my brother's ashes were never recovered, I took the habit of laying flowers on the shrine on the anniversary of his death. However, since the brigands roaming the countryside, I wasn't able to do the trip this year. If your travels lead you near the shrine, could you lay these flowers on it? The shrine is located roughly midway between here and Port Marion, a bit to the west of the main road. Looks like a small arch with several angel statues on top. Sure. Got ourselves a quest. Alright, so we should probably rest soon before somebody dies, and we also need our mana back. Looks like we're done in this direction. But this is a very nice looking game, nice performing. The UI is functional and also gorgeous. Just a joy to play so far, really. Oh, we should probably pick up more antidotes. Adventures. I love adventures. Always looking to buy some exotic, almost authentic artifacts. Welcome, I'm Johara. Ooh, identify equipment. For 100. Yeah. Thunderblade's helmet. 3 armor value. Level 1. An old ballad of the Unicorn Duchy tells the story of a brave knight, Sir Thunderblade. 0 out of 1,000 XP. Okay. Trade? We do have antidotes. Let's go ahead and buy one. Orbs. Oh, these would be for our wizard. Or our druid. Scrolls. Reveals nearby traps. Rings. Necklaces. Orbs. Tribal staff. Okay. Good to know. We got an antidote, which I think was a good buy. Let's go ahead and... Were we down this way? Yeah, there was a book. Nothing else? That mushroom. Can I take that mushroom? No. Okay. Looked a bit like I could take it. Notification. This temple is a gift from Duke Anton of Griffin to the town of Sorpigal. Its foundations were laid in 565 YSD. Well, I guess the next step would be to enter the old wizard's house. Or perhaps go down the well. This is the well, right? Maybe we have to talk to somebody first. Yeah, we have to talk to Maximus at the town guard. So since I think we've explored everything we can here, we haven't been in the inn yet. See how much it costs. Hello there. Welcome to the Goblin Watchtower Inn. What's this? Oh, people we can talk to. Hire as a chef. Services, dagger expert. Alright, let's look at the Goblin Watchtower. You're curious about the name of this place. I warn you, it's quite a tale, so you'd better take a seat. A couple of years ago, this inn was called the Emperor's Crown. That was before the village was attacked by a band of pirates. Or should I say, goblin pirates. That's right, my friends, a whole crew of goblins. Apparently they weren't aware that many of Sorpigal's inhabitants are former warriors, soldiers, or adventurers like yourselves. Sometimes even genuine heroes come here to enjoy a sunny, quiet retirement, and they're not fond of any kind of disturbance, right? So the goblins, they come ashore and start attacking the villagers with their pointy sticks, and what's the name of that thing? The curvy piece of wood that's supposed to return to its thrower? Anyway, before long, the goblins were rushing into this very building, not to ransack it, no. They were looking for shelter from the angry mob outside. Of course, the inn was not empty either, and the patrons did not take the intrusion of a bunch of hysterical goblins very well. It ended with a lot of broken furniture, a few dead goblins, and the rest of them running to their little boat, as if Craghack himself was on their heels. Oh, and Kengi, of course. Kengi? Kengi? Oh, he's kind of our mascot here. I found him hiding in my cellar a few days after the attack. He was clearly not the bravest of the bunch, but maybe a bit smarter than your average goblin. So Kengi, first opportunity he sees, he hides inside a barrel and waits for the storm to pass. When I find him, my first reaction is to reach for my knife, right? Turns out the little guy pleads for his life, says he's just the cook. A goblin cook. I just had to see him at work, so I tell him, all right, little guy, cook something. He did, and amazingly enough, it was delicious. So I thought, what are the odds, right? I just renamed my inn the Goblin Watchtower, and I find a genuine goblin chef. Shows the dragons do have a wicked sense of humor, right? So I decided to spare him and even employ him. Of course, I taught him to wash his hands before touching the food. Want to eat something, or do you need a room for the night? Okay, we can buy supplies. Rest. Stay for the night and have a famous breakfast a la Kengi. 8 hours and 40 gold. Sure. Party rested for 8 hours. Okay, and this would be... Well met, my friends. My name is Jasad. What about the Arcane Peninsula? Ashan is a truly mysterious and fascinating place, don't you think? I have been exploring the western part of the continent of Thalan, while a good friend of mine has been focusing on the distant east. The Arcane Peninsula is the final part of my journey here. According to some ancient atlases I found in the libraries of Al Imral, this piece of land used to be called the Malin Peninsula a long time ago. I wonder why its name changed. Too bad I'm a bit behind schedule and won't have time to solve all these mysteries by myself. I spent too much time in the 7 cities, I'm afraid. But these wizards were just too interesting. Some of them even control the dead. Amazing, right? Quest? So, you are raiders of lost treasures, bold challengers of ancient mysteries, intrepid explorers of the great unknown and the hidden truths? Oh, how marvelous to meet you. I am indeed in great need of the services of a party like yours. You see, I think you might say I'm an explorer myself. I spent many months exploring these lands, collecting information on its astonishing and colorful denizens. But I need to leave this region in a few moons. I'm afraid I won't have enough time to complete my assessment of the various people and creatures living here in the peninsula, so I offer you the chance of working for me. Are you interested, my adventurous friends? Yes. Great, I see you already have a bestiary to keep track of the creatures you meet in your journeys. That's perfect. All I ask is you share your findings with me once in a while. For every, say, 10 creatures you enter in the bestiary, I'll offer you a reward. The more creatures you register in the book, the greater the rewards will be. Should you include non-animal foes like brigands or orcs? That's indeed a good question. Let's say you can. I'd rather trim the list down later on the return home with an incomplete knowledge. Okay, and we have the cook. Want something from Kenji? Kenji busy. Kenji like Oscar. Oscar great baby teeth. Oscar pay Kenji to cook. Other goblins never pay Kenji. Other goblins beat Kenji. Oscar never beat Kenji. But Kenji bored. Kenji missed travels. Kenji want to feel Mother Earth beneath feet and Father Sky above head. Hire him as a chef. Want to hire Kenji? Really? Kengi love travels, but Kengi no great fighter like other goblins. Kengi know only meat and fish and vegeto, green stuff. Still want Kenji? Hey, you're not trying to steal my chef, right? No. Thought as much. Now leave him alone. Kenji, tell me if these guys bother you again. That's interesting. Alright, now it's nighttime. What is this? Oh, our well-rested bonus. All party members are granted plus 10% might, magic, perception, and destiny.
And I thought the day life was boring here.
All right, so in the next episode, we're going to head in here and talk to the town garrison and Maximus. So I want to thank you for joining me. Hopefully you found this tour of Sorpigal-By-The-Sea pretty interesting, like I did. Much love, peace, and joy, guys, and I appreciate your viewership. Stick with me for many more episodes of this. Hope you like it so far. Much more to come, probably. Not guaranteeing it, but probably. And there's our threat indicator. Interesting. All right, see you guys next time.